Right now we're hearing from a lot of Texas lawmakers reacting to the strikes by President Trump. This morning, Congressman Keith Self from McKinney, a Republican who represents parts of Collin County and Hunt County, is joining us live. Congressman, good morning to you. By all accounts, this was a successful military strike from the air and from the submarine. Iran did not fight back at all, the Pentagon says. Its Air Force decimated. Do you expect Iran to retaliate, whether it's conventionally or whether it might be, isolated cells here or there?
Well, we already see it. They've started to attack Israel again through the air. And I don't know, because that is a decision Iran will have to make. They will have to show some sort of retaliation. Whether they go big is still a question, because President Trump has warned them, if you go big, we'll come back.
And Congressman, we heard in the last couple of hours here that police in some of the biggest cities across America are now stepping up patrols this morning, especially at Jewish sites. What do you expect folks in North Texas might see?
Well, we don't know, but we know there are cells in the United States. You saw the Palestinian supporters raced into a train station in New York City. So we will see some sort of riots or demonstrations by the people who support our enemies in the Middle East. So we will see something. I don't have any idea how bad that will be in North Texas, but I'm glad they are prepared.
And Congressman, let's talk politics for a moment here. One of the primary campaign messages, as you well know, that President Trump ran on is America first, getting the U.S. out of foreign wars. Some Republicans oppose these strikes. Does this help or hurt the president politically?
Well, we will see. But frankly, national defense, national security is the first duty of the president of the United States. What do these people prefer? Do they prefer to send our young Americans, men and women, into the desert to bleed and die for 20 years? Or do they want to fight a war like we used to fight? Defeat your enemy. That's what we did last night. So I believe that the people that want to continue to bleed in the deserts of the Middle East are wrong. Let's defeat our enemies, those people who chant death to USA.
And Congressman, for folks who don't know, you did serve for 24 years, part of it in the Middle East as well. What will you be watching for next? Because the strike against Iran hasn't happened here in 45 years since President Carter was in office.
Yeah, I'll be watching for how Iran reacts because they got a clear message. And I know that the battle damage assessment is still ongoing, but there's already satellite image available that shows there is lots of damage at Fordow. So I'm watching to see what Iran does, because their most important mission of them is not the nuclear program, it's regime survival. So if they decide regime can only survive by stopping this, they will. I'll be watching for that.
All right, Congressman Keith Self, Republican from Collin County, represents Hunt County as well. A lot in play. Thanks for the time this morning.
Thank you.